You know there's a lot to talk about because BTS's Speak Yourself tour had its Chicago stop yesterday. Let me know if any of you guys went and how it was because I'm sure there were some of you who were there. The amount of people that packed into that stadium is incredible. The seats go so high up that some people had an amazing view of the cityscape while watching BTS. And at one point, an amazing view of Jungkook. I saw a video of the crowd doing a wave and I think it's still going on right now. Apparently TXT were there, just watching. I mean, I would still count that as a 2-for-1 deal. One thing that did happen before the concert was Matty Healy from the band The 1975 tweeted at BTS the day before the concert because presumably they were both in Chicago. And from this tweet, not only were they in the same hotel, but they were in the room next door. We'll get to that in a second. The tweet is a joke saying, hey, if you smell weed and chicken, it's not me, it's George. People who already knew of the 1975 were pretty excited about the interaction. People who didn't know said they were clout chasing. By the way, very curious, are there any celebrities that have reached out to BTS or Blackpink that you think are just doing it for the attention? Anyway, there were another set of people who were worried that Korean media would pick up on this tweet and twist it into some kind of scandal. Obviously, South Korea is less tolerant on the devil's lettuce than some other countries, and we've seen the media uproar it can cause. So do you guys see where the caution is coming from? Or do you guys think, obviously, it's a joke? It's no big deal. How are they supposed to know what the stance on marijuana is in South Korea? They didn't even know that they should probably tweet at this account to get BTS's attention. But you know, that could have been on purpose too. For anyone who is concerned that they were bothering BTS or somehow getting them involved with something like marijuana because they can probably still get in trouble, I would say don't worry. We've learned in the past that Big Hit tries to get a whole floor for the guys and the staff. So this goes on to prove that this was more than likely just a joke. Whether or not you like the joke, that's the discussion, right? And while Matt Healy may have woken up his neighbors, it looks like BTS's finale probably woke up the entire city. The pyro and fireworks that went off look amazing and probably the perfect way to end everything. But Pyro didn't work out too well for everybody this weekend. There's a fan camp going around of Red Velvet performing at a festival, and at the end, fireworks go off freaking Joy out like crazy. She ran off the stage, you see people trying to comfort her, and apparently this affected her so much that she wasn't even able to go back on the stage and say bye to the crowd with the rest of the members. She actually mentions and addresses this on Instagram in an apology. She said sorry to everyone and explains that incidents in the past have made her scared of sudden pyro now. And the reason she went off stage is because her ears started ringing. And then she starts sounding really disappointed in herself. She says she's okay, but she dislikes herself when she can't react professionally in situations like these. And I understand why she would be disappointed in herself, because we're all very hard on ourselves. But Joy, you cannot control your reactions to things. Like, you know, speaking of Red Velvet, I can't control my reaction when it comes to a very specific red-colored piece of clothing. And in your case, it was something that could have been life-threatening. I think the fans understand, I think the crowd understands, and it's just good that nothing bad happened. Just be thankful you weren't strapped up like Jungkook when the fireworks went off. I think we can all imagine his face.